Well, hello and welcome to Tonight this Wednesday night. Well, you got a sneak preview a few minutes ago, but this is me for real. In the programme this evening, we'll be taking to the air to find out more secrets from behind closed doors, and our vet Ian Anderson has a warning about the dangers of keeping terrapins. Also in tonight's programme, glimpse behind closed doors with Paul Frost. He's already taken us behind the scenes at Lightwater Valley and Beamish Museum. Tonight he sets his sights even higher and unravels a mystery which every holiday maker must have wondered about at one time or another.
It's 5 o'clock, it's absolutely hectic, and it's Newcastle Airport. I'd like to tell you it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 5 a.m. We're about to join the Saturday morning flight to Palma in Mallorca. Palma is the most popular holiday destination for thousands of northeast travellers. We'll find out what goes on behind closed doors. Back in the warmth. Now then, check-in 2 hours before a holiday flight can be a right pain in the hand luggage. But it's not only passengers who have to go through it. Aircrew have to check in too, through here.
Joanne, you'll be on the computer, so you'll be number 4 today. Kirsty, you'll be the runner, you'll be the number 5 today. Flight time is about approximately 2 hours 20 down to Palma today. The aircraft is GPID, the registration, and it'll be on stand 5. We've nearly got an on-time departure slot that's going to go at 7:11, hopefully.
What happens before a flight?
Check in about an hour and a half before and get the paperwork ready and see what passengers we've got on and everything like that.
You see, as passengers, we just get there and you're all standing there looking smart, well-groomed, no hangovers.
Well, they've got rules about that.
People always think that you fellas have terrific holidays. You spend most of your life lazing around in the sun.
True, I wish. No, we stayed for an hour and then come straight back, so back for tea.
We come into the office and then we get in touch with operations, who will then pass the flight details. We then obtain the relevant met information and decide how much fuel we are taking. And then generally plan the flight, walk out of the aircraft and get the flight ready 1 hour before departure.
You fellas are quite good mathematicians, of course, aren't you?
But not really. It's this day and age of computers and so on, they do all the work for us.
How does the pilot know which way to go?
How to know? It's my brother you want to be asking about airplanes. For the radar.
Radar?
And all the navigation systems.
10 to 7 and all has been safely gathered in. We're about to take off. The people are in the seats. The cabin crew have done their jobs, but now...
I think people don't realise that there's check-in beforehand where we have a briefing, then there's actual pre-flight duties, you know, getting the aircraft ready for the passengers coming on, then all the services, and then when we land at Palma we do the same again for the return, all the work on the return, and then it's another hour in the crew room after that, doing all the debriefing and that, so there is a lot more to it than people think.
Do you think people have a misconception about being a stewardess? Do they think it's all glamour?
Oh, I definitely do. I think you know, it's very easy, but there's a lot of work behind the scenes and a lot of work on the day, and it's all go.
We are in the cruise phase of the flight now. We are maintaining 37,000 feet, as you can see that, and our speed is just short of 500 miles an hour. In fact, it's 495 miles per hour. The aircraft is an automatic and it's controlled by the flight management computers. And we got one on the left side and one on the right side. Both computers are up and running. Number 1 is controlling the flight at the moment, and number 2 is on a standby basis. Should the number 1 fail, the number 2 will jump in and take over automatically. The main controls of the aircraft are the power levers, thrust levers. They're like the accelerator pedal in your car. We got one for the left engine and one for the right engine. And the cockpit is what is called the glass cockpit. Most of the flight information is presented on small television screens. The takeoff is always done manually, but the landing can be done automatically, and in fact the aircraft is capable to do a complete auto land without any actual physical input on our parts. We usually fly manually up to about 10,000 feet on the climb out, and then allow the automatics to fly the flight until about 10,000 feet on the way down, descending into a destination.
Very basic question. How do we know we're going to end up in Mallorca and not in Crete, for example?
Well, let us hope we will not end up in Crete, otherwise we're all in trouble.
And that's how they do it. Now, naturally, I wanted to stay on board and go straight back to Newcastle, but they said no. Why don't you stay and take a look at how we prepare for holidaymakers, the hotels, the paella, the entertainment, the showbiz of it all? What choice do I have? Join me next week for a look behind the scenes at Palma Nova. It's going to be hell.
And we bring you that report from Paul in Mallorca next week. It's a tough life as a Tonight reporter. Now we're going not behind closed doors, but behind closed garden. Same place. Look forward to your company. Good night.